Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. Welcome, Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, members and friends of the chiropractic profession. It's a delight to be with you today. Today, we're going to be looking at a very important national campaign. It's called Prepping Yourselves, Your Practices for Drug-Free Pain Management Awareness Month. It's wonderful that we can all join together on ChiroSecure's Facebook Lives over the last few months. And it wouldn't be possible to get this information out without very generous corporate sponsors. ChiroSecure is obviously very supportive of what the foundation is doing, and we're very grateful. And to that, I'd like to thank each and every one of our sponsors for being able to support our national educational programs for consumers and healthcare providers. This particular month is all about educating the consumers about drug-free pain management awareness. And this next 15 minutes hopefully will prepare you for September, because in a blink of an eye, September will be here. And I want your practice to be able to showcase the very best of what you do. And what you do changes lives. And how you change lives is helping the over 100 million people that are suffering in chronic pain. At any given time during the year, we also have those that are suffering in acute pain, and that can be anywhere from 30 to 40 million people. So we're hitting a majority of the population at some point in their year when they have pain. So let's talk about drug-free pain management. September is a national road map marketing this drug-free pain management awareness. And with that, I'm going to be adopting into our conversation how you in practice can spread the word that we're effective, we're safe, and we're not part of the epidemic. Remember, we're going to be celebrating on September 18th, our 123rd birthday. Never before in the history of American healthcare has drugs been part of the national conversation and the side effects. But the good news is chiropractic is not part of the problem, never has been and never will be. So we have nothing to do with this epidemic that is sweeping across America. In fact, it's now more than powerful the time to really showcase what we do and why we do it. And that is getting our message across on our as a first line, cost effective, safer approach than utilizing drugs during drug-free Pain Management Awareness Month. So, what are we looking at? Well, let's just get started on where we are in this campaign. Right now, we'd like you to get started in looking at being able to talk to people in your neighborhood, whether they be legislators or regulators, to start that communication that chiropractic has an ability to help those that are suffering in chronic pain. And there's a template that you'll see as we go through on really looking at chiropractic and being able to maybe get a board of supervisors in your city council to pass a proclamation and that marking that September 2018 is recognized as drug-free pain management awareness, because every community has been riddled with unfortunate opioid overdose. These proclamation letters are very easy to download. You can see that the highlighted areas are areas where you just plug and play. And that's really a critical component to being able to do these things. I know how busy you are in practice, and I know that oftentimes we get lost in the weeds because we're so busy treating our patients that we're forgetting that there's a larger audience out there that needs your information and needs your expertise. So we try to make it easy. We showcase what the resolution is and the supporting goals of ending opioid abuse, advancing utilization of drug-free chiropractic care, and helping them designate September 2018 as Drug-Free Pain Management Awareness Month. So look at that resolution, see if that's going to be able to be utilized in your current city and or state, and help move that messaging across. If you're going to be visiting us, I want to be open invitation to come to the Florida National. It's one of the largest conferences in chiropractic. We will be in booth 1227, and I'll be presenting on an opioid awareness panel in the morning on Friday, as well as a class in the afternoon. And we also have Dr. Mark Santa, who's on our board and quite fabulous in his volunteer with the foundation. He will be doing a business trends course that I think that you won't want to miss as well. So We do media outreach for September drug-free pain management. Very important to get that media outreach, but also we need to follow up. If you're going to place these ads with your local media, do follow up with an email. If you need media lists or anything, contacts in your area, you can always contact the foundation. That's what we're here for. Massive messaging to get our messaging out. These are some of our September print advertisements. On your left of the screen, you're going to see Chiropractic Care Trifecta. This is going to be in Prevention Magazine. That's right. This is one of the largest readerships, and they're looking for options with their health. So no better time than the present to showcase in a prevention magazine than what the chiropractic profession has to offer. Number one, patients are satisfied with us. Number two, we're highly effective. When you look at this infographic, it says 3 in 4 patients prescribed chiropractic care is very effective for them. And number three, and very, very important, because we're losing people at a rate unheard of in history, 115 per day. That's approximately, do the math, that's 5+ every hour. So it's real, it's touching every family's life, and it has no boundaries. So we need to get our messaging out. On our right side, we're going to be celebrating. It does take a lot out of us to constantly be on opioid epidemic. It is very hard to watch the communities that are being impacted by it suffer. So we want to celebrate, and I want to celebrate with you. So 123 years of managing the drug-free pain, drug-free way, chiropractic care. This is going to be in Wall Street Journal to celebrate September in our birthday celebration. Let's talk more about getting our messaging out. And national billboards are one of the ways to do this. And we will be hosting national billboards through September. And it's going to be through state associations that have generously given to the foundation to support us and build this messaging. So here's one, for example. This is CalChiro, the California Chiropractic Association. They're going to be having this billboard, but a lot of different states are going to be hosting this. If you happen to be with us in Florida, when you return back to that airport, I guarantee you're going to see our billboard that says, "Back pain, see your chiropractor." And remember, if you're a foundation member, which I certainly do wish you are, you can just update your profile and at f4cp.com so that the thousands of consumers that are looking for a chiropractor in your neighborhood are going to find you and find the blessings that your chiropractic clinic is bringing to massive community outreach around you. So let's look at sharpening our saw. September drug-free pain management means you need to be up on your pain management, and we're helping you at the foundation to do so. So we have a practice progress webinar series designed specifically for you, doctor, in practice, so that you're looking at pain in a variety of ways and trying to increase your awareness and education on treating pain. Moving forward, we also have the CA's progress webinars that will help your chiropractic assistants be able to talk to their patients while they're sitting in the waiting rooms and be able to showcase how that impacts their life and their loved ones' lives. You want the family to know about chiropractic, and there's no better person than your front desk. I always remind myself that the front desk is a reflection of everything I do. So if I don't take the time to ensure that they know what I'm doing, I'm going to be missing those opportunities while the patient's sitting in the waiting room. So do remember that. If you want to register for our Practice Progress webinar series, there's some links here that you can do this. This is your CA, Everyday Celebrations in Your Office for September. And that's really showcasing with Phyllis Fraze-Charette how your front desk can use the words and invite conversation to chiropractic care so that more people are aware of what we do and why we do it. This is a whiteboard video that will be released in September, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek because you're here with me today, and I'm so proud that you are. So I'm going to click on this link to help you see our very first September Drug-Free Pain Management Awareness public service announcement.
100 million Americans are battling with chronic pain and struggling to find long-lasting relief. While commonly sought out over-the-counter pain relievers and prescription opioids may alleviate pain, it is likely short-term and not without pose risks. When misused or taken in higher doses than recommended, over-the-counter pain relievers, such as acetaminophen or NSAIDs, are known to increase the risk of health complications, including ulcers, gastrointestinal bleeding, and liver and kidney damage. Adverse reactions also occur from use, misuse, and abuse of prescription opioids, leading to addiction, overdose, and in some cases, fatality. So where can chronic pain sufferers turn for safe, effective, and drug-free pain relief? Chiropractic care. Chiropractic is a first-line, cost-effective, safe approach to pain care and documented to yield improved clinical outcomes and high levels of patient satisfaction. As trusted primary care professionals for spinal health and well-being, doctors of chiropractic receive a minimum of 7 years higher education and are specifically trained to diagnose, evaluate, and provide long-lasting, non-pharmaceutical care and rehabilitation to individuals suffering from acute, subacute, and chronic back and neck pain, headaches, neuromusculoskeletal, and other related conditions. To find a doctor of chiropractic near you to help you manage your pain, visit f4cp.org/find-a-doctor.
So, extremely exciting. This is why I'm asking you. Thousands of people are going to see this video. Thousands of Americans are going to need your help. And it's up to you to take the steps to make sure that your clinic is showcased in our Find a Doctor locator. Social media posts. We know that social media is hitting the high points now, and we want to be able to accurately show that chiropractic is safe, cost effective, and a better approach. So we've just dived down deep into how we want to get our messaging out for drug-free pain management awareness. And that's going to be just having your CA or you start to put these posts in so you can do it ahead of time if you use Hootsuite or some type of a software management system that allows you to pre-post so that you don't have to worry about it during that time. But we have them all ready to go. Neck pain is increasingly becoming common throughout the world, especially in women. Let's start talking about social media posts that your office can put out there. And these are some of those posts. Now, infographics are a fabulous way to get messages across in short spurts, and they're visually accurate. They're visually pleasing to the eye, and we want to make sure that they're accurate and well vetted for you. So we've done the hard work, the heavy lifting. We've put them together for you. We're looking at prevention, opioid abuse, misuse, education, so your consumers are aware of the type of education that you go through, the safer approach, how many people are actually taking prescriptions. 259 million prescriptions were written for opioids in 2012, and I can guarantee you that number is way higher now. Managing headaches safely. These are chronic pain sufferers, headaches. So look at these infographics, use them. One of the three things that we like to say is infographics, fabulous for social media. They're also great for your newsletters, whether you do them online or whether you have your own handout copies. Handout copies, great way. New patient comes in, hand them something to hand out. What about PowerPoint presentations that you do in your community? These can be downloaded and have as tip sheets as people walk out the door with your name, your address, your contact information, or even better, put them in your slideshows. Make them part of your presentation and feel comfortable with the material. Newsletter articles, easy to do. Cut and paste. Here's one. It's too high a price to pay. Managing chronic pain with opiates or over-the-counter medications have serious consequences. You know it, I know it, but the consumers need to know it. And that's why we're doing Drug-Free Pain Management Awareness Month. Now, that presentation I was just talking to you about, we now have 2 available for you. You can download them and go into your community, Kiwanis, schools, churches. You know where you're most able to communicate effectively with your audience. So find those places and ask if you can come out and do a presentation, because really they truly need you and your expertise. Let's just say that you don't want to go into the community face to face. that's okay. Then we'll ask you to do your own video PowerPoint presentation and host it on your Facebook and or your own website so that patients can come into the office and you can give them the link and they can watch it at their time. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to be successful in your community. And when you communicate with a patient about pain management, whether it's in a healthcare setting or you have friends in the medical community, here's a tip sheet. It's showcasing some of the latest research. It's all brought together very easily for consumers to understand and be aware of. These additional handout flyers will be found on the Foundation website with their primary purpose to be educating healthcare providers and consumers in your neighborhood. And it's all talking about pain and chronic pain and why September is such an important opportunity for us to really get our messaging out. September Marketing Roadmap, you can download that link and it goes literally down through each week what you should be doing and how you should be doing it to get our messaging up. Now, before I leave you today, I want to thank you for allowing me to be part of your Tuesday. And being part of the foundation means that you're supporting the entire profession with high quality, well researched materials. And I also want to make sure that you're feeling very proud of what you do. And here's an extraordinarily proud moment. Chiropractic went to 50 high points with Colin O'Brady. He's a world record holder as of last Tuesday. He hit all 50 high peaks in the United States of America, and he brought the foundation with us. And we couldn't be with the foundation without corporate sponsors like Standard Process and you bringing excitement and fun to these types of events. Chiropractic was part of Colin O'Brady's lifestyle ever since he was a little kid. In fact, I'm going to read, chiropractic care has been a central part of my wellness since I was a young kid. As a lifelong athlete, I benefited from regular chiropractic care. As a nationally ranked collegiate swimmer, professional triathlete, and world record mountaineer, I am certain that having regular adjustments for decades has been key to optimizing my performance and health. If a world record holder can see chiropractic as optimizing his career and his life and being able to summit at the highest points and taking chiropractic with him, I ask that you'll do the same with us. So celebrate, enjoy, be proud of all that you do, be part of the foundation. And if you're not, please find yourself at f4cp.com/pledge to become a proud member. There's a library of materials that will be at your fingertips and able for you to use right away. And I want to thank ChiroSecure for hosting us this Tuesday. And I want to remind you, next week, same time, same place, we will have Sam Collins. Dr. Sam Collins has been influential in changing the way we bill and how we're getting paid. So please join us again and thank you. I will see you again very soon next month when we do more information just for you, the chiropractor in practice. Thank you.